Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Jada. Today's video is going to be about a little challenge I set myself for the last 12 weeks, the intermittent fasting challenge. Now, during this video I might look down. I actually made myself a script because otherwise I will go off script and just yap. I'm a yapper and I need to contain it today. Now you may ask, what is intermittent fasting? It sounds like a fad diet and it's really unrealistic to a lot of people, and to that I'd neither agree nor disagree. However, it does have benefits for different groups of people who do decide to go on this food management plan. My intermittent fasting plan was an 8-hour food window and a 16-hour fasting window. How this looked was I would break my fast with a probiotic and then eat from 6:30 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon, and then fast for the rest of the day until the next day. My challenge also included movement, so I tried to stick to the ACSM's guidelines as a minimum for weekly activity as best as I could. I was also trying to stay as consistent as humanly possible. I gave myself maybe 2 days where I was, those 2 days, if I break it, I'm not going to be salty, I'm not going to be mad, she'll be right. But if I break any more than that, I'm going to be so upset with myself. Now, if you just want to hear the results, just go to this timestamp because girl, I'm about to talk about why I've even done it and my experience with it. So if you're not interested, just skip ahead, babe. Why did I do this? Now, this was actually inspired by one of my friends, Z. She was doing a 24-hour fasting protocol, and I wanted to see, what are you doing this for? What are the benefits? Why are you doing this? So I went into a whole scientific research spiral, which ended up going into intermittent fasting for PCOS. I stumbled across multiple scientific peer-reviewed papers that showed that intermittent fasting for women with PCOS had greater benefit than a deficit. Their opinion. The benefits listed was better insulin sensitivity because of that fasting window, and of course better insulin management, a reduction in body weight, alongside it being a better weight management tool, and also assisted in hormonal management. Although it did outline that excess androgens were not overly affected by this food management plan, and that would have to be a separate issue that you deal with. Which, look, you get what you get, you try what you try. The fasting portion, though, was not the only topic of change that they were speaking about. There was also breaking your fast with a probiotic. Many papers show that gut health has a correlation to our mental health and well-being. For women with PCOS, we have a higher likelihood of depression and anxiety and other mental health issues, more so than our non-PCOS peers, because of our hormonal fluctuations, the imbalances, and the other symptoms that come along with having PCOS. There was an article stating that using a probiotic to break your fast alongside the fasting protocol increased the mental well-being in the women, from memory. Because you know what? Maybe a girlie forgot to put it on her little research paper that she was doing, and now that article is lost somewhere on the internet. Maybe I tried my best. I tried my best to have it, but it's gone, and I'm sorry. But that was an article that I read. So I have nothing to back it up. I'm not a scientist, I'm just a girlie. Sue me. Don't actually. I am poor. My experience on it. This was both easy and hard. Easy when I had a plan. Hard when it was weekend or I didn't have a meal prep. The saying, what is it? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This challenge is that. It just is. I had to bring my lunch to work. I had to bring my snacks to work. I had to bring my dinner to work. If I did not plan ahead, that was not happening. I was also tracking my calories because I was only in a deficit of 300 to 500 calories. I didn't want to overshoot and eat way too much. I didn't want to undershoot, especially the undershooting, because I had it where I only ate 1,000 calories and I went to the gym that day and it's like, oh, I don't want to lose muscle because my body will metabolize not only fat, but it also metabolizes muscle to try and help you heal. So I try and stick to a high protein diet with the deficit, but the deficit's too high. Sorry, sweetie, I'm gonna eat something. Oh, I also broke my fast way more times than predicted. I think I broke it about 10 times. 6 out of 10 of those times, it was due to social events. I did adjust my fasting window for majority of those, but I still count those as a fail because, girl, I wanted to stay consistent between that 6:30 2:30 window, and a lot of the times I would have events or things on 3:30 4 in the afternoon, and I'd be like, oh, I won't start eating till 10 12 then. But to me that's still a fail. 4 out of 10 was because I didn't eat enough. And again, going back to, if I went to the gym, I'm not here to underfuel myself. I want to get muscle, I want to get big. That's for the next little chapter. Oh, also, under eating by that much whilst doing exercise, I started getting headaches, I started getting stomach pains, and I was especially mean to my boyfriend. Sorry, boyfriend. 1 more week of the challenge. Hold in there. Now, what you've all been waiting for. The results. Drumroll please. Kidding. I need to tell you though, I'm doing this now. I've got 1 more week left of the challenge, but I'm doing it right now because I'm about to get my period in a week and a half, and the week before, I gain 2 kilos and I get really bad bloating, no matter what I do. And I'm at peace with that. It's just the way my body works for right now. Hopefully I can fix that. Anyway, sorry, the results, drumroll please. When I first started this, I was 77.3 kilos. My waist was about 90 centimeters and my hips were 107.5 centimeters. Now we are 11 weeks down the road. So today I weighed in at 72 kilos. My waist is about 85 centimeters. My hips, 102.5 centimeters. It's a significant change, but it's something I was expecting. I kept overall consistent. 74 days out of the 84 days I've been doing this, I've stayed consistent. I've lost the 5 kilos. I've lost 5 centimeters off my waist and my hips. I feel like I've really made progress. Some people may say you should have lost more weight, but I was in a deficit of 300 to 500 calories of my maintenance, and weight loss for longevity should not be quick. The most I expected to lose out of this was 6 kilos, and the minimum was 3 kilos. So knowing that I lost 5, I'm very proud of myself. In summary, my 12-week fasting challenge will wrap up on the 21st of September. After this, I'll be starting my next leg of body transformation. How you say the winter arc, the Berlaken, the lean bulk era, if you will. This era was interesting. I still got my social time. I didn't feel too constricted by the meal plan, but I love having a dinner. I love having dinner with friends, with my boyfriend, with myself. That has been a big mind shift and just time shift. If you ever want to try this challenge, do your own research, talk to your doctor, and also ask yourself, why are you doing this? Are you just doing this to lose weight? Are you looking for the health benefits? Be really upfront with yourself while you're doing this, because the reason I was doing this was because it's easy to be in a deficit, and I wanted to see how it would interact with my PCOS. I haven't seen stomach results this good in a while when it comes to fat reduction in my stomach. You can't spot reduce fat, but I'm just saying it's been great to reduce what I think is the inflammation in my stomach. Also, if you're going to be committed to this, be prepared to make mistakes. Don't dig yourself a hole if you've slipped up one day. That's the point. Why am I doing this? It's not always going to be perfect. Perfection is not what we're striving for. It's consistency and it's showing up for yourself. If you made it this far, comment snatched. Hit that like. Maybe if you wanted to, maybe you could subscribe. Maybe if you wanted to. I will be posting my next challenge for the next 3 to 6 months. So thank you and bye guys.